This is a trade that I made on Euro USD. So if I look here, the market essentially opened at this point. Difficult to trade this region because of the spread was huge. Anytime I enter, it would be a huge loss to start the trading. So I saw the Euro USD climb, and then it settled back, pulled back, and then started to go to the resistance area. Then it started to drop. And as I looked at it, I've noticed that it was in this region here where I entered with a short. And then when it reached to this point, I got out of the trade for a small profit. So it is essentially a continuation trade based on the candle that was being painted. And if I look here, that green candle, that red candle right there is exhibiting a short position. And that candle right there is an indecision candle, followed up by a large red candle. And it established a sideways trade, and then it started to drop again, and this time with a big red candle here. So after having seen this and the way that this Euro USD pair behaves, is that there will be a further, I concluded that there is a further downside between this region of support here. That was actually a support area, but it broke through. And there was another region here which is created here, which means that there is further downside until it reaches another support area, which is right here. And sure enough, it touched down close to this region and started to retrace. So that's the profitable trade that I made, and it has a higher statistical probability of being the correct trade. And exit could have been a little bit better. Now, when I was looking at this, I see that it had recovered, bounced back up to the region of resistance here, because this is essentially painting a support area here. And when it did that, this region created a triangle. That triangle usually is an indication that it is about to perform a dramatic move, either downwards or upwards. And in this case, what happened was after it reached the support area, resistance area, there was a large thrust up, which means that had I gotten in at about here, I would have been able to take advantage of that gain from there to there. Because usually what will happen is that there is a propensity of the Forex pair to move between support and resistance, the areas where there's buying and selling that occurs. And after it reached a strong resistance, which is here, if I look here, that's resistance right there. See that resistance? And that resistance goes all the way back to the 22nd, all the way back. And that could have been another decent trade right there. And then when it dropped here, that could have been another trade that I could have made. So there are a sequence of trades that I could make. And there is another area that I could have taken out. Hindsight is very, very vivid. But before these actual candles are painted, it's difficult to read. But I was able to take advantage of this area of interest. I could have taken, I saw this, And when this happened, there was a high degree of probability that as soon as it reached that area, there would have been a retracement back down to the area of support. And that's what's happening here.